Hello. In this video, I would like to explain to you how to make this display in your Puredata project. So basically, this video is the continuation of the previous video lessons. So if you haven't checked in the previous lesson, please check the previous one so that you can understand what I'm gonna be explaining in this video. So this is as you can see, there is a spectrum analyzer here. So basically the spectrum analyzer is used to analyze sound, to analyze its spectrum, and then we will record the data, the spectrum data that we can use for various purposes. For example, I explained in previous video, for the data spectrum we use for additive synthesis, sound generator, and also for the granular synthesis, sound generator. So this system is actually using the spectrum data to be used for sound manipulation using granular synthesis approach. Okay, so what you see here on the screen is actually a spectrum analyzer, and this module is 9 similar modules. It's actually function the same, but this represent the harmonic the different harmonic degree of any sound that you analyze. In this case, we have we get 9 different harmonic series, or more precisely different partials, and in each module you can see 2 numbers here. The one in below here is actually represent the delay time. It is actually in the moment, the delay time that the sound will be produced. And then the second number upper here is actually the transposition. So this is represent a MIDI number. So this is minus transposed minus 24 from the identified fundamental. So the fundamental itself is actually the frequency in hertz, but it's already transformed into MIDI, using object frequency to MIDI. And then there are 2 knobs upper here. So the first one is actually represent volume, amplitude of this particular partial, and then the other one here is represent the panning. This is the position in the middle, means the sound will be exactly in the middle, 50% right, 50% left. So if you turn this 100% right, so the sound will be projected into left speaker and the other way around. Okay, so you can see wherever this volume change, the color will also adjust. Okay, this is very important, so we can identify right away from the color whenever there is a change of volume. Will that be acceptable? If the volume is red, is actually you should be aware, so you can turn the volume down using this transposition. This is for the using normalization. This is for the global adjustment of the volume. So actually you can also adjust the volume individually, right, like this, where which partial that is too loud, you can adjust individually, and then after you listen to it, you can save that into your preset. And then so panning, and then amplitude or loudness of each partial, and then transposition, or well, actually this is the frequency of each partial but already being transposed, just to adjust, because usually the partials, the frequency quite high, so to make it usable you need to transpose. So you can adjust this is a global transposition, right? Or you can adjust using this right away number -24, for example, to be exact. Okay, and so we will, the next video I will explain how to make this all these different modules. And then upper here is actually using the on and off. This is basically to analyze the sound. You click here after you turn on your DSP on, and then you can click here, and then you can make sound. Then you can, once you write, it will be stored here right away. As you can see, these are the frequency that were identified, the partials that were identified from my singing a while ago. So as you can see, these are red, the amplitude quite pretty high. So if you want to make it not too loud, you can normalizing it by just adjust the slider here, maybe in there. I think that's quite acceptable now. Oh yeah, like this there, because this is the nature of this frequency is additive, so it will add up to make like quite a loud sound. So you do not make sure that you do not make the volume of its partial quite too loud. Okay, then after that you can randomize the spatialization. This will randomize the position of the sound. As you can see, the panning will be adjusted there, like randomly. This is to make the position of each sound spread into left and right. Of course, this is just a stereo system, but you can make it like quadraphonic system. And this one is the delay maximum delay. So if you put like 3000, it means that the sound will be randomized between 0 to 3000 millisecond delay. Let's just randomize, and you can see all this delay number will change right there. You can see the configuration. So you can randomize until you get what you really want, or you can adjust even manually using your keyboard. Okay, after everything is okay, don't forget to adjust the windowing. Okay, there, and then you can test. There. So if you're satisfied with all the sound manipulation that it produces, and then you can write. For example, I want to write in the preset number 4. Okay, I want to name it like for example, sky blue, whatever. Okay, to remember particular sound that it produces, and then click write. Okay, so next time, for example, when you already change everything, then you want to recall that preset, you just need to click 4 sky blue and then recall. This is exactly the setting that you got a while ago, with already the transposition, already with the normalization, already with the delay time, already with the spatialization exactly. So all parameters are now saved in the preset number 4. Unlike in the previous video, only save the frequency and the amplitude, and without transposition or normalization, which you need to adjust manually again. But in a real performance, that gonna be quite hassle to do that. So having the preset number record all the parameters, it will make your interactive process will be much easier. And if you notice in this right, this is just a visualization of just simply visualization, but you can see actually this is the partial number. In this case, actually number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't use partial number 1 because partial number 1 and 2 are basically the same thing. Okay, if you click here, so the sound arrive in different time. If you change the randomize again, it will different configuration. Right. So you can also see that this is also to control if your sound become too loud, the color will change red. So if all red, then you really need to turn down your volume, either your microphone volume or your output volume over here. Okay, I will explain later. Okay, so and this is the most important for granular synthesis system. We will see later inside. And then this left portion of this module is actually exactly what we learned in last video. So this microphone basically to turn the microphone on and off, this is the name of the preset, this is preset number, this is to recall, and then this you want to change the preset and you want to keep it, you need to write here. And this one is for the transposition. Why there are two numbers here? This one to show the transposition exactly based on the slider. The slider will make the to change adjust the transposition much easier, and this number to make the transposition exactly is actually the same thing there. It's all connected. Okay. Normalization, the same thing. Oh yeah, the transposition here I put it maximum of -70, so you can adjust later. In the transposition, maximum of -72 or 60, maybe if you really want to have this low sound and you have subwoofer, then you can use this. And then here will be maximum of 30. I think that's already very high. Okay, otherwise it won't be very useful. And normalization, basically this one is from 1 until yeah, this is, I don't know, this is already very loud, 50. See, it's become all red, so this is avoid any partial become red because that's gonna be too loud. So you adjust again until it's just there. I think that's okay. See, it's very easy now to identify whether your sound is too loud or not. Okay, and then this is the windowing, you can see. And this is the spatialization, randomized between 0 to 100. Okay, and then this is the delay that I explained a while ago. And this module is actually for the output of the sound, which is basically for the to set. This one is the main volume. Okay, I think it's good that you have this big slider to control the main volume. And then this is the name of the reverberation. If you change here, it will change also the name. Once you get what you need, then you can recall, and it will all adjust the value right away. So for example, if this number 2 you want to adjust wet or dry, or you want to make it dry and then you like it, if you want to rename it indoor 2, that's it. This already changed the name, and then you write. Okay, so the next time you want to recall that, it will recall exactly indoor 2 and then recall. Right, so this will make your system become easy. So you have only 2 presets, okay, for your system, which is very easy to control. Okay, so this is an introduction of the next steps to make your system even more user-friendly, easy to access. Please check the next video for more detailed explanation of how to do this stuff.